Okay, so this is the GoPro Hero 2, which we've already taken a look at. I've used a suction cup, which is here. Basically, you put that down on the surface, press the top button to rid the actual cup of air, and then once the button is pressed, you pull this lever, and that will create a nice strong suction on your surface that is rock steady once attached. So once attached properly, that is not coming off unless you give it a hell of a lot of force, or unless it takes a panel off with it. Also, just one point to note is once you've got your GoPro mounted on any of the mounts, tighten this up as much as you can, but then get a screwdriver in there and give it a quarter of a turn, and that will just give it that added bit of tightness so it won't wobble around or come loose. Now the actual camera itself, I'm using a Class 10 card. So if I just open this up, remove the SD card from the side, I'm using a Class 10 SanDisk Extreme. So if I can get the camera to focus into that for you. There we go, it's SanDisk Extreme 32 gig, that's a Class 10 card. So you always want a nice fast card to use with any video device. So this one is pretty much ideal. The footage I'm about to show you was recorded at 720p, which I found is more than adequate for my needs. I don't really need to go up to 1080p just yet. So 720p at 60 frames per second. You've got the option of recording at 30 frames per second also. However, I stuck with 60 frames per second just in case there's any slow-mo shots or anything like that I wanted to do. So that's probably the quality I'll stick at. I'm also bear in mind you can record either in NTSC or PAL video formats depending on where you're located. However, if you're putting the footage onto your computer or uploading it to the web, it really doesn't matter which one you go for. NTSC I think records at around 5 frames per second higher than PAL, which doesn't really make much of a difference. The only reason you'll need to make sure you record as NTSC or PAL is if you're going to be using the HDMI out straight onto a television set. But other than that, it doesn't really matter which one you choose. So that's the HD Hero 2. So here's the sample footage recording at 720p 60 frames per second.